To go ahead and install our injectors into their head now that we've had the head fitted back on the engine. So a few little things. So number one is you got to make sure you've put new O-rings on them. That's a recommendation. And of course clean up any carbon very gently around the injector tip or around the end there with some gentle cleaner, or just to make sure it helps clear up the firings for it later on. And also another thing that they suggest is to use a dowel piece of wood with some nice clean rag around it, and to poke down and clean inside the injector ports so that there's any burrs or any rubbish down there, then it's able to seat. But use something wood with some nice clean cloth around it and make sure there's no junk around there. And of course, before we go and insert it, we want to make sure we put a nice fair bit of oil all around there for the O-ring to run down smoothly, and also cover the injector O-rings with plenty of oil as well to make sure they seat properly. Okay, so you can see we've got plenty of oil around the O-rings now. We put a nice bit of oil around the recess of the injector sleeve hole. And so now we want to make sure we got the solenoid facing the intake side. And as you can see, we just slotted it down. You'll see the O-ring recess on the top, and you give it a little bit of force and it drops straight down into position. So just make sure then that your solenoid is evenly placed between your two valves. You can use a little screwdriver if you need to adjust it. And then once it's down, if it's not quite down where you want it, you can put a socket around the top part and give it a little tap with a mallet just to make sure it's bottomed out, and then go ahead and put your lock clamp on.